Gotcha. Fallout 76 wasn't the second to last review. This one was. Although this one is going to be a lot shorter, as it's a little indie game. But come on, you saw the title, and come on, as the greatest dragon in all of gaming that has dressed up as a chicken multiple times, be it for Halloween or for another giant bird's birthday. Did you really think I was not going to review the game based on chickens, where you play as a big fat chicken that can lay bombs and blow things up with its egg bombs? Of course not! You're crazy! You're crazier than me, of course I was gonna review it! I'm surprised none of you were saying, but what about the chicken game? Madmen. So yes, the second to last one, but again, being indie, it's a little bit quicker. This is Bomb Chicken. So as I said, this one is a little indie game, and there isn't too much to it, to be honest. It's very akin to a, I would say Bomberman, but Bomberman's top down. This is more of a 2D platforming Bomberman, where you use your egg bombs to lay yourself to certain heights to be able to make jumps, as demonstrated here, as well as kick bombs to activate switches, destroy enemies. So it is a puzzle platformer with the Bomberman concept of you can't jump or attack, only lay bombs, and you will use these bombs across the environment to puzzle platform your way out of the factory. In terms of the story, it's very akin to Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, where you are a big chicken and you are trapped within the depths of a BFC. No, couldn't possibly imagine who you're trying to parody there. But yeah, you're trapped within the depths of a chicken eating establishment, and you have to escape and help your brethren escape, or you're going to be a cooked chicken. So that's the simple story, and you have to ascend through 30 levels of the establishment. Some of it factory, some of it a bit temple-like because it seems to be taking place in the jungle, and then some the actual establishment itself. Every level has a one of these, like this. See this little glowing thing? It's not lit up on this one because I haven't done it, but every level has a set number of gems that you need to collect. Jesus Christ, it's a chicken that collects a certain number of gems. It was made for me. It was made for me. It is literally just a 2D Spyro game, but I'm in the chicken suit. I am a chicken dragon that is collecting a set amount of gems per level. Holy shit, developers! Were you watching my stream when you come up with this? Were you watching last year's Halloween stream where we did a chicken thing? They were watching last year's Halloween stream where we did the chicken thing as well. They had to. I love it. It's fantastic. It's such a stupidly simple concept that's made all the better by this one feature. Like the whole bomb gameplay, that's great. That's quite even if it's not too unique being Bomberman, you've applied that Bomberman style in a different way of puzzle platforming, so that's good. Then you made the Abe's Odyssey like setting of you have to escape or be eaten. That's good. But then you just added the collectible of gems. Well, that's a whole nother level. That is goddamn perfect. And in terms of perfect, we come to the graphical style. It is very fluent in its animations. It's very 16-bit, reminiscent of something like Shantae, Risky's Revenge. Not so much Half Genie Hero as that's fully animated, but it's 16-bit and something much like Risky's Revenge. And just look at how the chickens bounce, especially your own chicken as it waddles from side to side. Despite it being 16-bit, that is so fluent. That is like Dead Cells level of fluidity on the chicken. That is just some amazing animation for 16-bit right there. So yeah, in terms of the graphical style, first of all, the 16-bit looks great because they are clearly very talented at animating 16-bit. And second of all, with the set 16-bit color palette, it really does accentuate the world that you're in and make the world just very colourful and very visually pleasing to look at. Even when you are in a more factory-like setting with the rustic greys and stuff, they colour up some of the machinery, like this boss thing that is chasing you, where the blade is a bit, dull, but the actual mama thing, like, it looks like a girl with the lipstick, well, it's all coloured up, it looks nice, so everything just pops really well. All the visuals just really stand out from one another and just make it look very visually pleasing. In terms of the music is also great. It is much like Shovel Knight or Deltarune or Shantae, the 16-bit tracks that we all come to hear. And I think they must have got Toby Fox on as a guest music man, because that guy, you just put Toby in front of a keyboard, he snaps his fingers, and he just like shits out solid gold track after solid gold track, and someone's taken a leaf from Toby Fox's book. Every place that you're in, depending on the environment, from the deep jungle to the mechanical factories, just has that right song for the moment, and all of them, they are jamming. Like, this is the Chase Factory song. Oh shit, sorry, that's the wrong one. But joking aside, I tried to see if the soundtrack was on YouTube to no avail, or to see if these guys, like the creators of Faye or Mr. Toby himself, had a Bandicamp where I could purchase the soundtrack. Again, to no avail. So you'll have to listen a little bit more carefully, because you will have to put up with the ambient sounds, like the buzzsaw blade spinning, the bombs exploding, and of course the big fat chicken going buck, 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 buck. Good. So yeah, overall, and there's no, is there? Let me just go back through my footage real quick. Yeah, no, there was no BS across my playthrough of this game either. Like in some games, there's things that annoy you, like shine sparking. Goddamn shine sparking. I was sad that there was no more Wario Lands, and some guy's making this game called Pizza Tower. But what the hell is that? Is that shine sparking? Oh god! Fuck! Why did you add shine sparking to a Wario game? So yeah, there's usually some mechanic that really annoys you, but I never found anything annoying. There was no like silly thing like shine sparking that just stood out as an annoyance. And even your health thing gets, because that might be a slight annoyance at the beginning. You only start with 3 lives, and then you have to do the level all over. So if you're at the end of the level, you died, you have to do it all over. But in saying that, the levels are pretty short anyway, so even if you have to restart the level again, it's not like you're restarting a 30-minute trip through anything. It's more like you're starting about, at most, in the later levels, a 5-minute trip. So even that is kind of mitigated early on by saying like the levels aren't that long, but it's mitigated even further by the fact that if you find every single gem in the level, you can deposit them gems to the chicken god, and he will give you a crystal heart. Well, I guess it's time to get changed. What is it with me and ending up with games with crystal hearts? Like, everything just seems to, every time there is a crystal, it is always heart-shaped. We got every crystal heart in Celeste, proving that not only are we the greatest dragon in gaming, as well as the best chicken in the land, but also the one true crystal heart princess that got all of the crystal hearts in the A sides, the B sides, and the fucking suicide C sides. So, yeah. And also, let me go back to my Celeste. What other games had the Kirby had that bloody crystal heart as well. Man, Cadence's crystal heart, Fez's crystal hearts, Celeste's crystal hearts, even Kirby Star Allies, Void Terminus's heart is made of crystal. I guess we all just have a fetish for crystal hearts now. I mean, that's perfect, considering I am the crystal heart princess, and that means you all have a fetish for me. Thank you, past Spyro More Cadenza. Also, while I was watching that footage back, I found this next bit where I talk about the shading on Celeste crystal hearts and how they are 90% the exact same shade of blue. And I'm going to overlay the bomb chicken crystal heart. And if you were like, yeah, but Celeste's rounded and like that one, but this one being like this geometric shape, this one there's not even any excuse, it's just the true crystal heart. So now we can add another set of crystal hearts to my collection, because I am the crystal heart princess. The real Cadence holding the crystal heart compared to these ones. Sure, they're a little more rounded, but they're the exact same shade of blue and everything. So I guess, like the real one being thrown through the air to save Spike and get her crystal heart back, it's time for the greatest princess in gaming, Spyro More Cadenza, to follow suit and get a crystal heart or two for myself. Exactly! Past Spyro More Cadenza. Every game recently in 2018 just seems to have crystal hearts. We've all got, apparently you all love the one true crystal heart princess so much that you're all putting crystal hearts in your games. I mean, I'm not saying that you're watching me. All I'm saying is someone's clearly sending you these videos, because you go watch the Celeste video. We had a full tangent about crystal hearts and video games, and then this game comes out, and not only is it about a chicken collecting a specific number of gems in a level, like a dragon that collects a specific number of gems in a level and dressed up as a chicken for Halloween and a bird's birthday, but you also made the health upgrades crystal hearts, which is a joke that I was doing with this beautiful pink horse suit, where I was collecting all the crystal hearts and losing my goddamn mind at those seasides. You're definitely watching. So yeah, going back, give me a sec, going back into the chicken here. Going back to the chicken though, it's a fun game. It's a good price. Being an indie game, it's only, is it on Steam right now? It's only £15 on the eShop, which is about $20, and that will give you about, depending on how good you are and how well you can puzzle solve, it'll take you about 15 to 20 hours really. So it's about an hour per dollar, which is fairly good. And if you're going for 100%, because you can't just get through the game and that's it, you escape. But if you get every gem and get every crystal heart, unlike Celeste, you do get a different ending. So there is something to be said for getting 100%, which might take longer. So yeah, overall, it's good. It's good. So that's the quick indie review, and then next time we're going to have the last review of the year, which is Let's Go. In terms of the score of Bomb Chicken, I have to give Bomb Chicken a perfect 5 out of 5. I don't really... maybe the price, but then again, price is subjective. But in terms of the actual gameplay, music and visuals, they are pretty much flawless. The visuals are really nice to look at and very pleasing as you're traversing these different landscapes. The music, much like Deltarune, will keep you pressing on through the factory to hear the next good sound, and the gameplay, if you are into the puzzle platformer genre, works. Like, the bombs explode at the right time. They give you good visual indicators of when they're going to explode. The puzzle solving is very good. If you are, like, as I say, even if you're not so good at puzzle solving, a lot of the stuff is somewhat telegraphed. Like, there might be some areas where you're like, what? But then they will always be some kind of visual to say, dumbass, hey, stupid chicken, right there. Oh, okay, I get you. Even if you don't actually, like, if you die, if you place a bomb in the wrong place, even if you don't actually get it the first go, you still understand what you've got to do. So and again, any flaws that you may think it has, like, oh, you died, you got to start the level again, well, that gets omitted by the fact that the levels are Super Mario World levels, being 30 seconds on the first level to about 5 minutes in the Valley of Bowser. Like, there's nothing overly long. And then it's also doubly omitted by, if you get the Crystal Hearts, every Crystal Heart is another chance. And by the end of the 30 levels, when you got 30 Crystal Hearts, well, you know, that's 30 tries. And if you can't beat the level in 30 tries, what's wrong with you? So yeah, I can't find anything really to criticize about it. It was just a nice, fun little indie game. It was a nice little break. And considering the things that came out around the same time, like 76, like Red Dead's Online, I think I needed that nice little indie break. It was very refreshing, and I think it would be very refreshing to you. So yeah, it is perfect it's the perfect chicken game for big dragon chickens that collect gems. So that's it. I'm gonna go back to the chicken coop now and lay a few eggs and get ready for the last game of the year, which is Let's Go. And then we're going to be doing the awards. These should come out back to back, so you should have the Bomb Chicken today on the Saturday. I'm probably going to put it up either before or after my podcast with Fiora and the gang. So no, you're not, you stupid chicken, because the podcast got cancelled. Fiora uses good old Vine Ryzen, and it destroyed the internet. And considering she's the leader and the host, well, there ain't no one to host, so there ain't no podcast. But my message does still stand that it is going to be back to back. Today on the Sunday you're getting this, the chickens, and then tomorrow on New Year's Eve you'll get Let's Go, and then maybe New Year's Day. But there's obviously, like, New Year's Eve, I'm going to have people coming round. It's going to be like a celebration with the family and stuff. So maybe New Year's Day, but at least the second you will be getting the awards. So yeah, back to the big stupid chicken as he does the wrap up. This is Fiora, by the way. We do a podcast about horses and talk about how to write shows. And if you're interested in writing, like this particular episode we're doing tonight is the Christmas episode, and it's like, to give you an example, it's more if you are a writer, we'll watch the episode off screen and then we'll come on and say what we liked about the episode, what we didn't like, and the things we didn't like. How could you as a writer improve it? If you were in the writer's shoes, what would you have written? And you can bring up all these different things, like for example, trying to keep a secret and how a reveal could work. So like with the Ice King from Adventure Time, holly jolly secrets where he found out he was Simon, no one saw it coming, and when it happened you were shocked. Whereas the Pink Diamond reveal, very rushed, very contrived, didn't work as well. And we compare those different kind of writing techniques, like Pendleton Ward's writing technique versus Rebecca Sugar's writing technique versus the ponies, which are slightly the main focus. So either way, I'll leave a link down to Fiora's Twitch down below, because that's where it goes live, and that happens on a Saturday night. So just keep your eye on her, and maybe this will go up before or after it, I don't know. But that's that. And then also, if you want to watch Let's Go as well as the awards, then do feel free to subscribe. And as I say, these are going to be back to back. You're going to get this today on Saturday, and then Let's Go probably not on the Sunday but on the Monday, and then the awards on New Year's Day. So yeah, it's going to be back to back 3 episodes, pretty much like a day apart. But yeah, that's it there. End. So if you like the video, do please feel free to leave a like. If you don't want to miss out on the last review as well as the top 5 and bottom 5, then do hit the subscribe button and bing the bell. And if you want to support me further, there is a link to my Patreon down below, as well as a link to my Twitter if you want to see what I'm tweeting, and a link to my Discord if you want to come into the chicken coop and talk to the giant chicken dragon. But for now, thank you all for watching, and the big chicken will see all of you in the next video, which should be tomorrow. So, goodbye.